Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And it's back to Detroit for the Pistons at the conclusion of today's game. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
And checking out Detroit, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. Kennard is out there with Jackson, and it's Bullock in at the 3 spot.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
Seattle shooting their first foul shot of the night. Now here's Jackson. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. He said the first thing is to control the boards. He said nothing frustrates me more than giving up second chance points. And today, I don't want to be frustrated. We'll see if they have listened to him, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Obviously getting better position on the boards is an issue. Here's Goose following the basket by Blake Griffin. Here's the bodyguard, and it's Seattle with another.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
A pretty good way to start the game, right? The defense has to be more aggressive, keeping him away from that area of the floor, or it's going to be a long night.
Jackson, that's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Goose. Here's A-Train. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. A-Train's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Here's Kennard. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Drummond's got his first points of the game. To the left wing. Here's Captain Clutch. Good on the 3-point shot.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 6. Kennard kicks to Jackson. To the inside, Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
You could see Drummond's eyes light up once he knew that finish was coming. He didn't waste the chance. Boy, did he get his money's worth on that one.
Here's Goose. Here's the bodyguard. That one wide left.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now here's Jackson, and Drummond throws it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
So it's the Pistons now. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Goose, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
So it's Detroit now after the basket by Seattle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Reggie Bullock. Griffin hits them both. And it's Seattle with the ball. Here's the bulldozer. Yep, that one goes in there. The bulldozer's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Griffin. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Here's the bulldozer. Drops in the tray off the fast break. The bulldozer's got 7 points in the game.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Jackson. Oh, that's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Here's the bodyguard. And it's Seattle with another.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And there's the foul. It's on the bulldozer. That is his first foul of the game. And Seattle making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Pistons. Johnson comes in for Luke Kennard. Jackson looking it over. Now the pass to Johnson. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Last game for Seattle, they picked up the W against the Raptors, pushing their lead to double digits. 10 points for the bulldozer.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Z comes in for A-Train, and Freeze subbed in for Goose. And Detroit with a change here, too. Smith is checked in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And he makes that one.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 10-point game. Drummond up top. Cephalosha against Free. And the jam by Cephalosha.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And if you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
A nice shot by Lynn.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Smith kicks to Drummond. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
And both free throws good for Drummond. Seattle leading by 8. Down low. Here's the bulldozer. Detroit with the rebound. Johnson outside. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Rob. Here's Captain Clutch, covered by Cephalosha. Good on the shot. Captain Clutch has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Free against Smith. Johnson, a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
Offensive rebound. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 12-point Seattle lead.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Drummond. 10 points for him. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Smith kicks to Muscala. The dish to Cephalosha. Johnson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots it up. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 12 points for him.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And so it's Seattle with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And welcome back as we continue our Christmas Day matchup. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Bullock and Johnson are out on the wings. Cephalosha is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Smith in at point. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you. Bullock kicks to Smith. No good on that one. Seattle goes the other way with it. Captain Clutch passes to the Bulldozer. Rebound by Muscala. Pistons trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Free against Smith. Free passes to G. O'Neal inside. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And it's Detroit's ball. Smith kicks to Cephalosha. Passes to Bullock. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And G now atop the key. Drills the three-pointer. G's got 5 now.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Well, I'll tell you, got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Some changes for Seattle. Bodyguards checked in for O'Neal. A-Train comes in for Captain Clutch. And it's Goose in for Free. Then for the Pistons, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Cephalosha. Luke Kennard comes in for Stanley Johnson. And it's Jackson in for Ish Smith. Here's Jackson. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Here's the Bulldozer. Shot clock reset for Seattle. Count that one. And it's 6 points for the Bodyguard.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
And the basket by Jackson.
And defensively, just giving up the high percentage look down low.
Not a lot of aggressiveness from the defense right there. You didn't put up enough fight early to keep him from scoring in the post.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons, trailing by 17. Now, here's Bullock. He's guarded closely. Here's Muscala. From outside, off the mark. Inside. Here's G. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You know, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Jackson kicks to Muscala. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Pass to Bullock. Down low, Jackson. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And he uses the glass on the layup. A-Train's got 7.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Jackson misses. Seattle leading by 17. Out left to the wing. Goose, the pass to the bulldozer. Off target from three-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to the bodyguard. Shoots. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Pistons take it the other way. There's the pass to Bullock. Muscala up top. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound. The bodyguard's got his 5th rebound in this one. The bulldozer passes to Goose. Chalk up 2 there. Goose has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
Z's checked in for G. Andre Drummond's checked in for Detroit. On the wing, Jackson. 8 points for him. Shoots from the baseline. Drummond trying to get himself free. Jackson misses.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them. Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Pistons trailed by 19. He kicks to Griffin. And it's Lynn with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Griffin with the steal. Outside Jackson, and there's the call on A-Train. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a 3rd foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pistons have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. 1:57 left to play in the first half. Passes it to the bulldozer. Fires the 3. It's stolen. Johnson outside. Kicks it to Jackson. Pass to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. And Griffin, here we go. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pistons trail by 17. To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the inside, knocked loose. Griffin with the steal. Johnson surveying the floor. Jackson with the bounce pass. Johnson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Griffin. Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. A different look for Seattle. O'Neal comes in for the bodyguard. And it's Captain Clutch in for A-Train. Thabo Cephalosha has checked in for Detroit. Smith comes in for Jackson. Here's the bulldozer. Cans it from downtown. The bulldozer's got 17.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Poked away. Goose, the pass to O'Neal. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Smith outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Griffin. Over O'Neal. That one a little long. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Seattle ahead, running away with it. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on. Checking out Seattle. Kenny, some perspective, please.
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that,
that's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The bulldozer has been sensational.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Goose out there with the bulldozer. Then there's A-Train. Then it's the bodyguard, and it's Captain Clutch in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really, catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. Outside for Griffin. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 6 points for Blake Griffin.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
It's good, and it's 8 points for the bodyguard. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Jackson kicks to Kennard. The pass to Griffin. Now here's Jackson. D right on him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Goose. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Drummond. Off the inbound. No good.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
That's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
To the middle, and Drummond throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Count that bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. The bulldozer with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Freeze checked in for Seattle. Outside Jackson, looking to get it going. Seattle grabs the miss. The bodyguard's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
To the middle, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 10.
That makes any coach happy. You don't force a tough shot, but you get a quality look from close range. Nice.
Goose, the pass to the bodyguard. Over to the wing. Here's Free. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jackson dishes to Drummond. Here's Kennard. Free defending. Shot clock at 5. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
And Seattle making a change here. G's checked in. And Seattle making a change here. Garnett's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Muscala's checked in. Pass to A-Train. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Seattle shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first one falls. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those three stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. Success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things, an injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise. I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Muscala. Pass to Kennard. No good that time. Seattle goes the other way with it. Here's Garnett. And another basket for Seattle.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson has the open look. Detroit, no good that time either. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
2 points. That one goes.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out. The other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on, they're in trouble. Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev. But he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
Seattle calls timeout.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Z's checked in for Seattle. O'Neal comes in for Captain Clutch. And then for Detroit, Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Reggie Bullock. Stanley Johnson comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson. A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got his third basket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Smith kicks to Muscala. Stolen by O'Neal. And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Seattle let me know the status. Unfortunately, it sounds like a very serious injury. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season, and that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Smith left side. To the paint. Here's Griffin. Smith trying to break loose. And here comes the break. Here's Free. Drills the three-pointer. Free's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Well, typically speaking, transition points are high percentage looks. Get out and go. That's their philosophy.
Down low. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Inside, outside for Griffin. They need this. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Griffin's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, after an up-and-down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Pass to Goose. There's 25 seconds left in the third. And he's good on the three ball. Goose has got 9.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And here's Smith. Back to Griffin. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Goose. That's foul number 2 for him. Puts it up off the inbound. Here's Drummond. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Seattle. Way out in front, their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Sefolosha. Smith is out there with Wallace. Then there's Measuring, and it's Nwaba in at the small forward position. That free throw good from Porzingis. The G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. Do you see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
The offensive rebound. And the basket good by Mejri.
The initial miss was the best thing that could have happened to them. He was in absolutely perfect position for the putback.
And the pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. And another three for Seattle.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Rose against Smith. Kicks it to Wallace. 6 to shoot, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Joseph, he's checked in for Detroit. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Cephalosha. That one, no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. Baseline try. Here's G, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Detroit gets called for the foul. That free throw good from G. And G drops them both. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. You think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game, they got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
Wallace kicks to Cephalosha. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Bounce pass, Joseph. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Seattle with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
And Joseph kicks to Cephalosha. 18 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Inside, here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Passes it to Mejri. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Over Porzingis. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
That doesn't go either for Porzingis. And here are the Pistons. Wallace outside. Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right, making an investment in your future. Understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
Freeze checked in for Seattle. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Muscala, he's checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. Here's Joseph. Mejri kicks to Joseph. Porzingis with the rebound.
No question he's having a bad quarter, so somebody else needs to take charge of the scoring if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Hits the three-point bomb. Porzingis has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Seattle.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Here's Nwaba. Sinks that one from the post. And it's Seattle with the ball. Outside, Porzingis from the arc. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Porzingis has gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Joseph against Free. Here's Nwaba. Off the left rim and out. Outside, Porzingis over Muscala. Offensive rebound, Free, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
You know, I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again. I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing, threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
Here's Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Joseph, the pass to Nwaba. In the corner, Wallace with it. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember, the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Six to shoot. Dishes to Muscala. Wallace kicks to Muscala. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, he's got wonderful touch from deep, right? And with his size, a defender has a hard time even bothering him on the perimeter.
Free passes to G to the left side wing. O'Neal with it. Over in the corner, Porzingis shoots the three. And another three for Seattle.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.